All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If this is the first time that you're checking out a video, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Now, today what we're going to do is talk about the Charger RT with the 5.7 and how it stacks up against its competition. A lot of people have negative things to say about the RT, and I really wanted to create a video showing off how it actually competes with the vehicles that it's actually supposed to compete with. A few years ago, really the direct competitors to the Charger was the Chevy SS and the Taurus SHO. I would say that the Chevy SS was more of a competitor to the 392 Charger, coming in at about $49,000, and the Taurus SHO was a direct competitor to the Charger RT, coming in at $42,000, both of which are much more expensive than both the Chargers and no longer exist. But today what we're going to do is talk about really what's left for the Charger RT to really compete with. I find that the most fair way to compare cars is by price. What do you get for your money in relation to performance? Now, Dodge chooses a larger displacement, while the competition typically will go with a smaller engine and use forced air for their power. All performance data comes from the same website. It's going to be in the description below if you want to verify any of these times, any of these performance specs. You're certainly welcome to. So the stats for the Charger RT are this. It comes in at $34,290. It comes with a 5.7 liter V8 with 370 horsepower. It does a 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds and a quarter mile of 13.4. Another vehicle that I don't really consider a direct competitor to the Charger RT, but I needed to actually bring it up, is the Chrysler 300 with a 5.7 liter under the hood. It comes in at $36,640 and does a 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and 13.8. Now, the reason why I don't really consider them competitors is that it's like a couple of brothers. Whether you buy the 300 or the Charger, it really doesn't matter. The money ends up in the same place anyway. The Nissan Maxima, it comes in at $34,250, so a very close price tag to the Charger RT. It has a 3.5 liter V6 that makes 300 horsepower. It does a 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds and a quarter mile of 14.3. The next vehicle is the BMW 228i xDrive Grand Coupe, coming in at $37,500. Comes with a 2.0-liter twin turbo that produces 228 horsepower, does a 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds, and a quarter mile of 14.1. So a little bit on the higher end as far as pricing, and a little bit on the lower end in regards to the performance gained. But BMW is known for, obviously, a nice interior. The next vehicle is the Infiniti Q50 3.0T, coming in at $37,425. Again, on the top end of the price point. Comes with a 3.0 twin turbo that makes 300 horsepower. It does a 0 to 60 in 5.0 seconds and a quarter mile of 13.6. So this would be a very good matchup for a Charger RT. The next vehicle is a Subaru WRX STI, coming in at $37,895. It has a 2.5 liter four-cylinder that makes 310 horsepower. Now, because of its lightweight, it does a 0 to 60 in 5 seconds and a quarter mile of 13.4. So again, the race between that and a Charger RT, it's basically a driver's race. Whoever gets the better launch. But I have to say that the Charger does have a slight advantage just because of the 8-speed automatic. That being said, the best of the best times are virtually identical. Now, some of the other cars that I consider honorable mentions would be the Audi A4, but it's really closing in on $40,000, and the performance really isn't as comparable as the other options that were on the list. It's not exactly the fastest vehicle in that lineup. The next honorable mention would be the Tesla Model 3. And the only reason why this wasn't on the list is because the Standard, which does a 5.5 second 0 to 60, I'm not 100% sure about the quarter mile, comes in really in the lower end of the budget. It's around $30,000. But then if you make the Tesla Model 3 a performance, it skyrockets to $48,000. But then the 0 to 60 and the quarter mile time is insane. It's an amazing performance vehicle for what it is. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. Those are the direct competitors at this particular point to the Charger RT. And I have to say that Dodge is doing a great job, and so is Chrysler. The 5.7 is not a direct competitor to the Mustang. It's not a direct competitor to the Camaro. Its competitors are performance sedans that are really coming from, other import companies. Ford no longer makes anything to compete with a performance sedan, and neither does Chevy. So the Charger RT does exactly what it's supposed to do. And for the price tag attached to the performance given, I'd say it's right there with some of the other vehicles that are within its range. So if any of you guys are looking into a Charger RT, I'd say it's a big thumbs up. I still think that it's the best styled out of all the vehicles. With all of that being said, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm definitely curious to know how what you think in regards to how the Charger RT stacks up against the competition. The 392 Scat Pack, 392 SRT, I feel like it's a little bit, its direct competitors would be more so the M series in BMW, the upper echelon, the upper parts of each of these lineups. You're talking cars that are in the $50,000 range for that kind of performance. That's why I kind of wanted to stick with the Charger RT, the 5.7. The Scat Packs also can compete with the Mustangs, the Camaros. I don't know if I said that already. But either way, I wanted to clarify that. I wanted to show off what the Charger is capable of doing 0 to 60 quarter mile wise and see how it stacks up against other vehicles. So with that being said, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Share the video, like it, all that kind of good stuff. Support is definitely greatly appreciated.